Hi, quick response from Rise Room to iJustine's iPad experience. I hope I can get through this well enough. I just had a cavity filled and 50% of my tongue is still frozen, so we'll see how this goes. I definitely will try to avoid any big words. Hopefully the small ones come through too. Um, the one problem that I have, not really a problem, I shouldn't say that. The one concern I have is with the touchscreen technology growing in popularity and significance. Um, I wonder if that's going to take away from how accessible technology has become for physically disabled people like myself over the last 10 or 15 years. A lot of doors have been opened, a lot of innovations have come about that have really improved the lives of people like me. And as we begin to have more and more physical interaction with these sorts of technologies, I wonder if some of that might be lost. Now, I don't know anything about the iPad. I'm sure there are adaptations for everything. There typically are. Although, one phenomenon that you see happening is if there are adaptations to technology, sometimes uh, there are things that you have to purchase. There are things that you have to pay to have adapted. There's extra charges associated with that, and that can create a problem for someone like me who lives on a fixed income. And this, I think, may contribute to the technological underclass emergence that I talked about before. I thought that the book feature was interesting. Downloading and reading books, you could turn the pages on the screen, just like normal book. But again, I have a concern there because for anyone who saw me dictate a story that I wrote, testing the limits, on my webpage, everyone saw how much I had to struggle with the paper copy. And those pages were separated. All I had to do was take them and push them out of the way to get to the next page. And I think people saw how much work that was for me to do. So that's a concern. The other concern I have is this. Justine, you said that you touched the iPad at some kind of event. It might have been the unveiling. I don't know where exactly was it. Some kind of convention, a public deal. I hate to rain on everybody's parade. I really don't want to do that, but weren't we just a few months ago concerned about spreading illness by way of the swine flu? And let's keep our hands clean and watch what surfaces we're touching. I mean, how many other people have touched that screen before anybody else did? I mean, these are concerns. I think about these things. I'm not going to go much into it. There's a lot of material I could use here, but I'm just going to let your imaginations run wild with that. I'm sure that is probably entertainment enough. And I think they've probably thought about that. I hope they have. Otherwise, Mr. Jobs, he's got a little more work to do. Yeah, generally I thought what she said about the iPad was very insightful and concise. Interesting about the webcam. I'm a little surprised by that too. It seems like everything has webcams. In fact, one of the responses, one of the written responses to the video, actually made that point. But yeah, where is the webcam? So there's my reaction. There's my response. Keep in mind, this is coming from a PC guy. Sorry, Steve Jobs, but I'm a PC guy. I always will be. As I said, I had to wrestle with the Mac to use my email, and it wouldn't let me do it. So that just killed me for Macs and Apple products. So, but be that as it may, my bias is there. I still think that this might prove to be a worthwhile product. I do think they need to bring the size down though. It looks a little too big, especially if you're going to be using these things in school, be it junior high, elementary, high school, college, university, whatever. If you're carrying one of these things around in your bag, I wonder how durable they are for transport. Maybe they should think about a resize a little bit. But if it's like an iPhone, and Justine said this too, if it's like an iPhone, do you really need another one? And on the other hand, with it being the size that it is, it may make it a little easier on the eyes, right? I mean, I don't understand how people can use phones for texting and reading text and this kind of thing and not go cross-eyed from these little screens. So there's pros and cons to everything, but that's my take on it. Take from it what you will. And I hope to see some of you soon in Rise Room. Take care.